Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are doing well today. Today is Tuesday, March 1st, Fat Tuesday. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a great day today. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, 847-769-8609. Today is Call-In Tuesday. So if you have anything you want to talk about, we'd like to bring you in, and we'll talk about some different topics today. Different stuff we want to talk about. Anyway, folks, show is Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon. If you're just joining us, a little lunchtime fun. And we have a great show planned for you today. Now, tomorrow, I'm finally going to have my buddy Tony Hunt on, and he's a great guitar player from the band The Tree Shakers. But mostly, he's also a John F. Kennedy historian. So he's going to talk to us about John F. Kennedy and all the stuff that happened with him and some of the conspiracy theories. It's going to be interesting. And then Thursday, of course, my lovely wife will be joining us as co-host. And Friday, James Paul Lynch, great guitar player in the Chicagoland area, plays with Rick Lindy, plays with Jenny James, also is the guy who plays George Harrison in the Beatles' American English. So James Paul Lynch will be our guest this Friday. A lot of stuff going on. And let's go to our sponsors, folks. Let's not Airtight Windows, siding and specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight. Give Lou a call at 708-788-5000. That's 708-788-5000. Airtight Windows. And ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance, why don't you follow us on Twitter? Need some people to start watching that Twitter channel, folks. Be kind of cool also. And why don't you subscribe to YouTube or take a look at the YouTube channel, Ocean's Pit. Let's not forget Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont, Illinois, recreating great hair days. 773-999-7888, guys, for ask for Anthony and Carmela. Don't forget Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Get those hand cigars rolled directly to your home. Hand rolls right to the house. They're from Tarpon Springs. If you're in that area, you can pick it up. But if not, they can bring them right to your home. So give them a call, 727-366-7536. Ask Javier. Tony O. sent ya. All right, we got a lot of good stuff talking about today. So let's go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Well, that didn't sound too good. Hope you guys are doing okay, everybody. This is fantastic, man. We have a lot of great stuff to talk about today. Call-In Tuesday. Give us a call right there. If you're interested in give us a call and talk about some stuff, talk about our topic. 847-769-8609. Let's say hello to some new people here today. Rosemary, how you doing, Rosemary and Seymour? Richard, Patrick, Marion, John Davey. I hope your trip is good up in Wisconsin. Tony Toto, Double T, my good buddy Albert, Danny Ramonde, of course, Kathy. I love the regular crew that's watching us, folks. I do appreciate it, folks. And, Helen Tenuta, I hope you're well, hon. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and push that button and share it. Let everybody know about Ocean's Pit. And we have a good show for you guys. Now, a lot of stuff happening now. Don't forget now, again, Mama D is home. Mama D is home and doing extremely well. Thank you for all the texts and calls and emails and those nice little things you said on the Facebook posts. Thank you so much. Kim Peterson LeFew. Hi, Kim. It was great seeing Kim on Sunday at Sinatra Speakeasy. Kim went up and she also joined us for a couple songs. So, Kim, thank you so much. And hopefully I'm going to have Kim involved with our 30th anniversary special coming up for our 30th year at the Des Plaines Theater. A lot of good stuff. Liz Lynn, how are you doing, my dear friend? God bless. I hope you're feeling better and hope you're coming out of the house and having a little fun, my Liz Lynn. All right, so let me tell you what we got going on so far. Now, first of all, we got a busy week. This Thursday, Zaza's, Lake Barrington. That's going to be a 7 o'clock hit. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, 8 o'clock hit. Saturday, Tavern on the Point, Edison Park, 8 o'clock. Jerry Jams, and a special appearance by Mike Restivo from, of course, Mistaken Identity and all those other great bands he's in. Plus, he's also in our brand new band, Mojo's Jukebox, which you'll be seeing a lot this summer. Paulette, I hope you're doing well, my dear. Thank you, Kim, and I'm glad your family had a blast. That was so sweet meeting all those great people. Yeah, and Sunday we'll be back at the Arcada Speakeasy Sinatra Sunday. So we got a busy schedule and a lot of new clubs coming up. Okay, one of the new clubs next Wednesday, March 9th, we will be at Amenstar, a brand new Italian restaurant in Bloomingdale, or that's Lombard, in Lombard. That's a 6 o'clock hit. Early. They start early over there. 6:30 yet. I'm sorry. That's on the 9th, which would be very cool. The 16th, we'll be back at Positano's in Oak Brook, along with Lisa P. That's going to be a lot of fun there, folks. On the 24th, back at Taverna on Division. It's a Thursday night because we couldn't give them any Saturdays because they had nothing open. So we'll be back on Saturdays once a month starting in April at Taverna by Greg. So join us on that special show on the 24th of March on a Thursday. 23rd of March, another brand new place called JC Pub in McCook, Illinois. That's near Joliet. I'm excited about it. It's a new spot. Back to Villaggio on 326. My good buddy Jerry Jams and Tony Toto, Villaggio in Roselle. We love that place. Don't forget Rosario's on the 30th. Rosario's on the 30th in Roselle. We're back there. And special Sunday appearance March 27th at the wonderful Broken Oar with Jeff Dubray. Broken Oar. It's going to be a lot of fun up there in the Barrington area. And then, of course, Zaza's Cucina on March 31st back in Park Ridge. All right, folks. Now we got the traveling stuff going on. You know it. The Windy City Boys. The Windy City Boys. The Windy City Boys. Me and my buddy Greg Greeny will be in Venice, Florida, March 11th. You can get your tickets at the WindyCityBoys.com. If you want to attend the show, if you can't make it and you still want to see Tony Ocean and Greg Greeny, the Windy City Boys, you go to the WindyCityBoys.com page and you can buy the live stream. You can watch it from any place in the world, from your couch, from your bedroom, wherever you're at. So go to the WindyCityBoys.com. It's going to be a great show. Old, great love songs that we all grew up with, and Frank, Dean, Rod, Frankie Valli, 50s, 60s, 70s, Motown, Elvis, whole bunch of stuff. Greg, of course, does a bunch of great stuff on his own. We got our friends from Fisher, Indiana in the house. Hello, Indiana. Lisa, we will not be in Marco. We are going to Estro. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. My wife will tell me that in a couple of seconds, but we will be at the Venice Community Center on the 11th and a place called T42's, beautiful Estero, Florida. What's it called? Estero, Florida, which is about 20, the computer's going crazy today. It's about maybe 20 miles from Marco. So you can probably jump on Uber and get over there because it's worth it. T42 is a beautiful place. We just picked that up. So we're very excited about that. That's Saturday, March 12th. But the place that we're booking for, folks, ladies and gentlemen, is the 11th of March. And that's going to be at the Venice Community Center. We're excited. And then, folks, where in New Joliet did you say? Pam, it's in McCook on Joliet Road, JC Pub. JP Ristorante Italiano Pub on the 23rd of March. We'll be there. It's in McCook off of Joliet Road. So McCook and Joliet, I don't think they're far from each other as it is. So we will be there on that day, folks. That's March 23rd, Pam. How are you doing? Well, hope you're well. I'm sure we'll be great. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Lisa, how you doing? Angela, Fisher, Indiana, welcome. So, all right. So we gave you the local dates. Don't forget, if Florida can't work for you and you're in Arizona, well, join us at Chicago West Fest. That's March 18th and March 19th. Now, that's going to be Chicago West Fest, Chandler, Arizona, brought to you by, it's going to be fun, man, hosted by Jim McMahon of the Chicago Bears, 85 Super Bowl champ Jimbo McMahon. And that's going to be love. We'll be there with Ocean's Rat Pack. A lot of fun. Vincent, how you doing? I hope you're well, buddy. New people joining us today. Thank you. The Broken Oar Marion will be on March 27th, Sunday, March 27th, with my good buddy Jeff Dubray. All right, so that's going to be Arizona, folks. Then we're going to be in St. Louis, Missouri, folks, of course, at the Casa Loma Ballroom. Ocean's Rat Pack meet Elvis Presley. That's right, Ocean's Rat Pack and Everett Dean doing his Elvis. That's Sunday, April 26th. Then we'll be at the St. Jude's benefit along with the other great entertainers in the Chicagoland area for St. Jude's at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles, February 1st. That's put together by Nick Sahajas and Phyllis Sahajas. And we did it in December, and we're doing it again in May 1st. So that'll be a lot of fun. Oshows.com. All the money goes for St. Jude's. And then, folks, let's not forget my 30th anniversary concert. It's time to put this date in your book and get your butt to the Des Plaines Theater in lovely Des Plaines, Illinois. We're celebrating 30 years as Tony Ocean Concert. It's going to be a lot of fun. Nick Sahajas putting the band together. Plus, I'm going to have my great stars, my good buddy Denise Tomasello, Mike and Tracy, Good Clean Fun, Regina Karma, Kim Peterson LeFew, the guys from Mojo's Jukebox, the guys from the Dream Police, the guys from the Rat Pack, and more special guests around. So it'll be a lot of fun. Those tickets are going on sale next week at Oshows.com. What do you go in Esco and K? Is it K-Pedian? No, Lisa, it's called T42. T as in Tony, 42. Look it up. Great lounge. All right, so that's a lot of stuff. And then we're going back to Mississippi with the main event band. You see my buddy Kevin at the Mongolian Bluff Casino in Natchez, Mississippi on June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Great little road trips. A lot of road trips coming up, so it's a lot of fun. So like I said, Mama D is home, doing well. A lot of stuff. Happy Fat Tuesday. And some people don't know it. It's also Fat Tuesday. It's Poochki. Poochki? Is that how you pronounce it? P-A-C-Z-K-I. It actually sounds like pesky. Poochkis. What's a Poochkis? What is it?
They're donuts filled with different cream types, fillings.
So they're just a donut with stuff inside. Isn't that just a regular donut you get anywhere? My wife is trying to tell me what Poochki is, or whatever that is. Happy Fat Tuesday. So you guys come up with this donut that's got jelly in it, correct?
Yeah, jelly, custard.
Isn't that the same thing as going to Dunkin' Donuts and give me 12? Or a dozen of the jelly and the same thing, right? There you go. Always trying to come up with something, folks. I don't know where the Fat Tuesday came from. It might have been because of the eating all those donuts. It's a Polish holiday for all my Polish friends. Like a Bismarck. Oh, there you go, Mary. Okay. Like a Bismarck. Thank you, Mary. And yeah, we're all glad she's home, too. We're very happy she's home. So thank you so much for that. Happy also St. David Day. This is actually in Ireland and England. Is St. David Day. So all the Davids out there, they want to know if you watch it. I'll see you later at 4 o'clock. But anyway, happy David Day. St. David Day. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of different things. I just didn't know that one. All right, folks, I'm going to tell you something. Italians are the best with this. A traditional Putski is rose flavored. Thank you, Richard Hammond. See, now this makes sense. See, because the way my wife was telling me, that's any flavor, that's just Dunkin' Donuts. But now Richard kind of shut that. It's a traditional, what's it called again? Putski? Putski is rose flavored. Okay, and it's a nice special Polish holiday. So all my Polish friends out there, I know you had custard. Mark, how you doing, my good buddy? I hope you're well. I had custard, so that's a good thing. Italians never tell you. If you're driving with an Italian will never tell you missed the exit. They'll wait till you miss it, and then they'll say, where are you going? How true. You get to pass the exit with the driver. Instead of saying get off, you're going to say, hey, where are you going? It's a Polish thing, always the day before Ash Wednesday. Oh, well, thank you so much, Connie. So is Ash Wednesday coming up this, what's on it? Can you put that back on a little bit? Need a couple more seconds. I had to shut it off. Tony, in Des Plaines, they have them with the whipped cream and fresh strawberries. I don't care for strawberries. Don't care for whipped cream. But I know a lot of people that like that stuff, so I'm sure that's very good. Oh, tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. I thought it was all right. I didn't know tomorrow was Ash Wednesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Anyway, all right. So now we know. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everybody, and everybody that helped us. Damn, I missed the getting mine. There you go, Kathy. All right. So that's great, Afrola. You know what? I'm starting off with two. That's suspicious. We're starting off with two, ladies and gentlemen. Harlem Avenue and North Avenue, the corner of Harlem and North, by my mom's home in Elmwood Park, one side, Chicago, the other side. At a Shell station, gas is $4.39. That's suspicious. $4.39 on the corner of Harlem and North Avenue in Elmwood Park. Number one, that's suspicious. We knew it's going to happen, but $4.39. No car wash. $4.39. And ever wonder how does a list of Freedom Convoy donors get leaked out, but not the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? That's suspicious because we know who'd be on that client list. A lot of politicians, a lot of actors, a lot of European leaders, a lot of actresses, a lot of musicians, probably celebrities with money would be on that list. Now, some of those people might have went to that. I not necessarily mean they did what Jeffrey Epstein did, but it's still, nobody comes out on that list. And that's called, that's suspicious. And I know exactly one of those people that are there. Anyway, interesting stuff. They only let you hear what they want you to hear. And, that's been going on for years. So it doesn't make a difference who's in office. Hi, Kelly and Eric B. Hello, Kelly and Eric B. Welcome to Ocean Spit, the little show about big things, folks. Yeah, today's Call-In Tuesday. If you feel like talking about anything, give us a call. It's going to be a great show, and we got a lot of good things to talk about, everybody, folks. So, hey, folks, look at this. The highest restaurant in the world. Anybody know what that is? What I'm going to tell you. The highest restaurant in the world. Sherry, how you doing? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Monday through Friday, this is Tony O, folks. Every day, lunchtime fun. And we have guests Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if you're just joining us. Tomorrow, our guest will be Anthony Hunt, historian of John F. Kennedy. It's going to be interesting talking to him. And then Thursday, of course, my lovely wife, Laura Ocean, is my co-host. That's when I have the most fun. And then Friday, of course, we have my good buddy James Paul Lynch, the guitar player from Jenny James Band, Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones Band, and also plays George Harrison in the #1 Chicago American English Beatles tribute band. So that's going to be Michael Sansone from Arizona. When I'm in Arizona, he's going to be in Chicago. We never hook up. April, our executive producer here today, Taco Tuesday. How you doing? Bill from Arizona. Yeah, well, there you go. We're going to be in Arizona on March 18th and 19th, Chandler and Mesa, Arizona. Chicago West Fence. Important question. When will your Cheap Track waiting, Mark? We are still waiting for the rights. 4 or 5 supposedly TV stations are fighting for this thing. Who knows? It's shocking to me that it has not been on the air yet since we recorded it in 2021. So we're hoping, Mark. Believe me, you'll be the first guy to know what goes on with that. All right, tallest restaurant. Let's see, is on the 120th floor. 120th floor. Wow. It's the J Hotel in Shanghai. It's in Shanghai, of course, the highest. Wow. 1,800 feet up in the air. 120th floor. Wow. It's called the Heavenly Jinn. The Heavenly Jinn Restaurant. That's Jinn with a J-I-N. Tallest restaurant on the 120th floor of this building, 1,800 feet high. Wow. It'll take you forever just to get there. Very interesting. China, Japan, a lot of those places are so much more advanced than we are. Everything they have going on over there, Interesting. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. Time for a little sponsor, folks. So let's not forget our good friends from Deutz Power Center. Deutz Power Center. They are servicing the Great Lakes, servicing the construction and diesel industry for the last 100 years in Chicago. Please call Sal at 224-276-650 if you work in the construction area. Let's not forget my wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions. Increase profits while reducing your credit card fees. Check her out, man. The reason why she can give you a good deal, because she owns the company. That's LauraOceanSolutions.com. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Glad you guys are watching today. A lot of good stuff to talk about. I'm excited. I'm just happy to be with you guys. And I'm happy that you guys, thank you. From every show is dedicated to the first responders, the teachers, the doctors, the nurses, the firemen, the policemen, of course, the farmers, and especially people, all you people that actually take the time, whether you watch it now or you watch it later, or you might have watched it. And I do appreciate it. BJ back from 3 weeks in New York, and good to see you, Pally. Lots going back. Yeah, BJ, I hope you're doing well, buddy. I know yesterday we mentioned Russ Brunelli's birthday, so I hope you and Russ had a good time up in New York City, my friend. And speaking of New York, we're working on a couple things. We got a couple things. I hear some things, Henry. I hear some things. Looks like we might be going to New York, so we're excited about that. We got a couple restaurants. We had two restaurants interested, and we just blocked it in with a third one. So we're going to do like a little circle, and it'll be in the fall. I'll be giving you some information on that as well. Ocean's Pit, the little show about the things. All right. You know, I love music. You know, and you know we all love watching TV shows, whether you like the old shows or the new shows. Basically, I'm an old show guy. The MeTVs and all those great shows. That's what I like watching. I don't like too much new stuff. I tell you what I do watch. I do watch the Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's one of my favorite shows. Something new, and even though it's not new, but it's still on. I do watch Yellowstone. I do watch Billions. That's a great show. I don't watch too much of anything else that's new. You know, I've never really got a chance. 1883, I heard is really good. I haven't got to watch that yet, but I'd like to. And that's it. You know, plus I watch my wrestling 3 times a week. So that show is hilarious. Yeah. No, I don't watch American Idol. I never have. I think I might have seen Rosemary. I might have seen it in the very beginning. Here's what I don't like about American Idol, folks. If you're past 18, 19, you're done. 25, you're done. And if you notice these shows like The Voice too, when it first started, when the winners won, they were like all over the place, big record deals and put a lot of money. And now you notice that when some of these people win, they kind of win, but you never hear from them that much. They might do the circuit. They might go around. They might get some tea, but it's not like that first original hit. You know what I mean? What the hell is You're Never Home? Yeah, Kathy, that's true. But I record it. I DVR it and I do watch it, you know, so that's stuff like that. Yeah. King of Queens. Now, I have not watched that in a while. That is a funny show. I love Kevin James, Kelly and Eric. I do. So you're absolutely right. That is a great show. But anyway, top 10 TV show themes or top 10 TV show songs. Now, this is according to Entertainment Weekly. This is just a poll they took randomly. It's not really maybe the best, but this is according to a magazine called Entertainment Weekly. Top 10. I'm going to give you number 10, The Greatest American Hero theme. Actually, not a bad song, but that's number 10 for the greatest TV theme songs. Then we got, well, I can't believe that this is number 9, but Mission Impossible has got an incredible song, and that made number 9, according to Entertainment Weekly. Number 8, Peter Gunn. Dum, 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 dum. Well, you know, Happy Days, Richard's not even on this list. So what does that tell you? Peter Gunn, number 8. Number 7, MT. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore is number 7. We're gonna make it. Yeah. Even Laverne and Shirley's not on this show. Not even on this list. Not even Laverne and Shirley. Do you believe that? Friends did make the number 13. Marlene, Friends did make number 13. So the list is the top 15, but I'm only giving you the top 10 that was in this magazine. So Mary Tyler Moore is number 7. Number 6 was Magnum P.I. with Tom Selleck. Albert, I love watching reruns. I didn't get a chance to get. Yeah, me too. Channel 5. Yeah, they got some great ones, Albert. Great. The oldie shows. I love them. Okay, Magnum P.I. number 6. Let's see. Number 5, WKRP in Cincinnati. Yeah, that was a great show. Used to love WKRP. Number 4, Hill Street Blues. Hill Street Blues. Wow. All right. Number 3, The Rockford Files with the great James Garner. That's a good one. Number 2, right? Hawaii Five-0, number 2, a top 10. And the number 1 is Barney Miller. Barney Miller, number 1. Now, here's a couple ones that didn't make the top 10. Number 11, All in the Family. What a great song that is, right? Sanford and Son. Hello, you big ugly dummies. Yeah, Sanford and Son, number 12. Friends was number 13. Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love that little intro, that song on that show. 15, How We Forget the Great Sopranos. I mean, come on. That song, Woke Up This Morning. Great. And let's not forget number 16th and 17th, Flintstones and the Jetsons. That's just cartoons, but they still are television. Bonanza had a good one. Mannix had a good one. They used to have some great, great shows. So I'm very interested in that. Should be very, very cool. Yeah, I mean, there's so many probably ones that I missed. Which one? Oh, here you go, Kathy. Cheers. Cheers is not on there. Oh, there you go, Marlene. Not Even American Bandstand was another one written by Barry Manilow. Wrote that song. If you guys did not know it, very, very cool. That's written by Barry Manilow. Very cool. All right, let's do some. Let's go. We got the 50th anniversary, one of the greatest movies ever made, of course, The Godfather. 50th anniversary, which now you can see at the movie theaters. So they're coming out, re-released again. I got some interesting stuff about here, folks. Remember the cat that Marlon Brando was holding in his hand? Where did that cat come from? Well, according to the sources here from I don't know, the Enquirer. I don't know where I got this. Dave Antonelli gave me this. I just don't know where he got it from. Anyway, the cat that was on Marlon Brando's, he's holding it on his lap and he's rubbing it. The cat. Anyway, it was a stray that Coppola told Brando to improvise with. So it wasn't even planned on the script. Brando's sitting there talking, and Coppola decided to found a stray cat, picked it up, and put it on. I'm surprised that the cat didn't, scratch his eyes out or anything. But that's the whole thing with the cat. Parade magazine from the newspaper. God, Kathy, you are good. Thank you, Kathy. Yes, this is from the Parade magazine. So obviously you read the article too. Tony, I'm sorry. Can you give the date again at the Broken Oar? I missed it. Marion will be at the Broken Oar on Sunday, March 27th. Sunday, March 27th. Soul Train, Connie, Mr. Rogers, Sesame Street, MASH, welcome back, Cotter Bill. That's exactly right. The list goes on and on. I mean, you know what? I'm sure if we did like the top 50, I mean, there's so many great ones too. So all the ones that you're saying are very great songs. So thanks for your input on that. All right, so let's find out some other interesting stuff here about The Godfather. Marlon Brando was not their first choice. Burt Lancaster, Laurence Olivier, and Anthony Quinn were actually the choices that the studio Paramount wanted. Burt Lancaster, Laurence Olivier, or Anthony Quinn. Thank God they went with Marlon Brando because he was perfect. He was perfect. But imagine that. Now, you remember the scene where Sonny gets shot. James Caan gets shot in the tollway where his brother-in-law sets him up and he gets shot. You know what that cost just for that scene when Sonny gets shot at the toll booth? All those bullets and all that stuff came to $100,000. The budget on the bullets and the shots and everything just to film that scene was $100,000, ladies and gentlemen. Now, mind you, was that 1970 something when it came out? That's a lot of money. Now, you imagine 1977? Oh, yeah, who would win? I seen that too. Oh, there you go. Who would win, Rocky or Rambo? Now, I'm going to tell you, and Sylvester Stallone said that, it's two different people. No matter when they would fight at the end, of course, they would never be the same again. I mean, Rambo can get him in the eyes and do all those, stuff because he's like an ex-Marine, whatever, a Navy SEAL, whatever he was. So, he probably would have killed Stallone on that. But then Rocky He probably would have killed Rocky with that, but Rocky with his instinct and keeps, fighting and never giving up. Who knows? But it's definitely at the end of that fight, Rambo and Rocky would have not been the same people anymore. So that's for sure on that. All right, here's another thing, Tooks. Actually, James Caan and Robert Duvall wanted to break the ice. A lot of tension when they found out that they're working with Marlon Brando. This is their legend, their hero, their idol. And to break the tension, when they first walked in and they seen Brando, James Caan and Robert Duvall turned around and dropped their pants. To break the tension, everybody started laughing. And Brando upstaged them by dropping his own trousers while the crew was setting up in the wedding photo scene. So it was a lot of tension there that, they did something crazy. So everybody starts laughing. Very good. Wasn't that great? Yeah, Rocky, of course. Richard, Rambo eats things that will make a billy goat puke. Good point there. Good point. All right, folks. And how about Michael Corleone? Michael Corleone, of course, Al Pacino was not the first pick to that. They wanted Robert Redford. They wanted Ryan O'Neal. They wanted Martin Sheen. So thank God Al Pacino got the role. Interesting stuff. And last but not least, folks, how about the producer laying in the bed, satin sheets. He wakes up and there's the horse's head, all blood and all whatchamacallit. Probably one of the best scenes in The Godfather, right? All right, now, discovered the bed, the Ruthless movie, the producer. It wasn't a prop, folks. It wasn't a fake head. No, this was a real horse's head from a dog food plant in New Jersey. This was a real real horse's head. And they put blood and everything on it, but it was real. It looked real, but it really was real. And it went to a dog pound. They were going to feed it to the dogs, chop it up. But they used it for the movie. So that's a real horse's head. It was real. Absolutely, Eric and Kelly. A real horse's head from a dog food plant in New Jersey, which means chopped up horse, fed it, break it up, whatever they do to feed dogs. And it was real. It's a great scene, Joanne. Absolutely. So that's interesting stuff about the 50th anniversary of The Godfather. When you guys get a chance to go see it again, now that it's coming out on the theater again, if you don't have it at home. All right, we got a lot of birthdays. So let me get this birthday stuff. Always love giving birthdays. Also, folks, peace for the people in Ukraine. And I'm saying something, those people in Ukraine are giving the whole world a lesson in patriotism. Because that's what they're doing. They're standing up, trying what they're doing in defeat. And you know what? You got to love them like that. And my heart and hands to Ukraine. And, God bless. Al Pacino's the best in the movies. Yes, he was. They throw them in the grinder. There you go, Kelly and Eric. There you go. Throw them in the grinder, gut it up, and that's dogs are eating. So, Robert, no better than the way we were moved. Yeah. All right, so let's get some birthdays. We got a lot of them, so let's make sure I get everybody right here. Let's start off with, of course, Glenn Miller Band from the great Glenn Miller. Well, of course, the Glenn Miller celebrates their birthday. How about If It's Coming and I Want to Go Home? The great Harry Belafonte celebrates a birthday, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Abe Vigoda, talking about The Godfather. He played Fish on Barney Miller, and, of course, he played Clemente. So that was good in The Godfather. He was in that movie as well. Great Chicagoland drummer, our good friend Craig Cedarholm. Craig, happy birthday, my good friend. He was also in Papoya's band. Michael was on the show. They were on the show before. Another great drummer in the Chicagoland area, Michael Turry, celebrates a birthday. Of course, used to be with Jay, also with the Lovin' Spoonful. Yeah, Michael Turry, happy birthday, buddy. Peggy Flynn. Peggy from Wisconsin. I know she's listening, but she's probably doing something for her birthday. So happy birthday, my good friend Peggy Flynn from Wisconsin. How about Opie Taylor, Richie Cunningham, Ron Howard from Happy Days, of course, and a great movie director. He is 68 years old today, Ron Howard. My good buddy Jim Irwin, his buddy Eric. Little Eric, everybody turns 23 years old today. Happy birthday, Eric. Let's not forget my good pal, Jackie Gale. Jack Gale out there in Bonnie. Happy birthday, Jack. And I hope to see you in Bonnie real soon. Happy birthday to my good friend, Jack Gale, everybody. All right, let's go back to Van Williams. One of my favorite TV shows as a kid, The Green Hornet, with Bruce Lee as Kato. Oh, I used to love that. Van Williams. Happy birthday, Web. Our good friend Valerie Dini. Happy birthday, Valerie. Okay, let's go. Mr. LaBarbera, of course, Tony Shark LaBarbera's father. His wife's birthday passed away. So Mr. LaBarbera, happy heavenly birthday to your wife up in heaven. Jake Clemens, the nephew of Clarence Clemens, saxophone player from the E Street Band who plays with Bruce Springsteen, took his uncle's part after Clarence passed away, the great Jake Clemens. Putin is scratching his ass. The money market is getting killed in Russia. I feel bad for any country that has been leadership, especially when there's a Hitler in charge. Albert, man, you're absolutely right. Angelo from Yorkville, Ohio. How you doing, Angelo? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you know what? Russia's got everything going for them. Everything that should happen to them, I hope it does. Karma's a bitch, and let them just rot. I'm sorry. I mean, even the bars are pulling all the Russian vodkas off their shelves. You know what? Screw it. Stick with Tito's and Absolute. Absolute. Okay. All right, what else we got? Some more birthdays. Just want to make sure I got everybody. Julie Jewell, our good friend of ours. Julie, happy birthday, Julie. Hope you're having a great day. Let's see. William Dermis. Of course, he was Uncle Charlie in My Three Sons. I love him, man. Great old actor. Antonio Jambuto Jr. was a singer, actor. I don't know much about him, but I know it was his birthday. Let's see. Galvin McLeod. Galvin McLennan. I'm horrible with names, folks. He was the captain on Love Boat.
Gavin McLeod.
Thank you. Gavin McLeod. Oh, it's not even McLeod. It's even wrong. You got the last name wrong, honey. Of course, my wife is always correcting me. Gavin something, yeah. Do you remember the Ray Rayner when he used to have the thing and it would be Chauncey, the producer, yelling things from the back scenes? You never see that. That's her. That's Laura screaming out. April would be doing the same thing, but she's just not here. But interesting stuff, yeah, from the Love Boat. Captain Stubing from the Love Boat. Great Chicagoland actor and former police officer. That was yesterday, Dennis Farina's birthday. The great Donnie Iris. I love Donnie Iris. Great power pop singer. Aaliyah, here we go again. He had some other great songs, but he celebrates a birthday, folks. Ernest Borgnine, a great actor, just of course lost his wife as well. Tova Borgnine has passed away, so our prayers go out to the Borgnine family. Yeah, crazy. Let's see. Alex Caruso, member of the Chicago Bulls, celebrates a birthday today. How about Gilbert Gottfried? Stand-up comic Gilbert Gottfried, and one of the great lead singers of the great British rock and roll band, The Who, Roger Daltrey, celebrates a birthday today, the great Roger Daltrey. All right, folks, I think we got all those birthdays taken care of. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. We still got some time left, according to People Magazine. You know what? When a puppy dies, or the owner of a puppy dies, they remorse. They're sad when their owner dies. But people wondered if their mates, if they have two dogs and one dog dies, they miss their mates. And I would think that that's true. They're saying now, new studies, according to People Magazine, saying that the puppies, when they die, dogs mourn the loss of their canine companion. And I think we knew that already. I mean, dogs are almost like humans. They know when you're upset. They know everything about you. So when the owner dies, you know they're sad, right? So wouldn't you think their brother or sister or their canine companion, their best friend, of course they're going to feel that way. It's pretty sad. Let's see. The Kia Souls, those cars recalling 130,000 Kia cars, Souls, S-O-U-L-S, because of the airbag recall. You ever notice most of these recall with these cars in the last, I don't know how many years, it's always the airbag? Mostly it's the airbag. Now, gratefully, thank God, the airbags have saved a lot of people's lives, but I know a lot of people got hurt with airbags too. So I don't know. Gregory, my good brother, how you doing, Pally? We were just mentioning, of course, our show coming up on March 11th at the Venice Community Center. Please go to thewindycityboys.com. If you can't be in Venice, folks, live stream it. You can watch it from anywhere in the world. So we're excited about that. That's so try when their other dog passes out. Little dog was very depressed. Of course, they're depressed when the pet if the pet gets upset when an owner dies, you know they're going to be upset if their mate dies or their other dog that you have in the house. I wonder if a cat dies living with a dog. I wonder if the dog's pissed off or sad if the cat dies. I don't know. Do they like each other? I don't know. Who knows? Those should be recalled because the soul looked like a refrigerator. There you go, Greg. That goes to tell you. Wow. Let's see. Don't judge my choices until you understand my reasonings. I like that quote. Thank you, Sally. Sally from Oak Brook, Illinois sent that in. Don't judge my choices until you understand my reasons. And, crazy world we live in. If you notice, folks, everybody's always got their own, views and stuff like that. And sometimes things don't come out with certain people until, if you ever noticed, when a tragedy or something hits. Especially when 2020 came and the whole political thing with Trump and Biden. And then the pandemic, get the jab, not get the jab. Wear the mask, don't wear the mask. Get the booster. You really realize so many different people coming out with all their different stuff that you might have never known before the pandemic. It's like it's crazy. You have a pandemic, and now it's slowly going away. And then you have a war. We don't know what's going to happen with that. Even China's blaming us, but what's next? Aliens? I would like aliens to come in. They're probably more friendlier than some people I know. Oh, Michael Jordan. This guy hasn't played in how many years, and he's still out there, and still people love him, and everything that he comes up with, a jersey or a shoe or whatever it is, just worth tons and tons and tons of money. Well, let me tell you something, folks. They found one unused ticket, an NBA ticket, Bulls, first game that Michael Jordan played with the Chicago Bulls. It wasn't used. That means it wasn't ripped. It's a full ticket. And according to Yahoo.com, it went on sale. Somebody bought it for $468,000. $468,000 they spent on this ticket that was never used for the first Michael Jordan basketball game in the NBA. That's a lot of money. Now, does it get, obviously, it gets more expensive in time? I don't know. That is a lot of money, folks. A lot of money. Michael Jordan's first unused ticket. That's crazy, Kathy. I agree with you. Completely crazy. How about, according to Entertainment Weekly, the great, beautiful Salma Hayek, great actor, beautiful lady. She was giving an award to Michael Keaton, who won for a television program he did at the SAG Awards. And she said, ladies and gentlemen, she opened the envelope at the SAG Awards and said, the winner is Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton wasn't around. He was in the toilet. He was going to the bathroom. Sand, milk at $4.75 a gallon. Oh, Marion, it's crazy. It's just higher. I don't even want to go back. I don't even want to get into that. Tony, when I was growing up, my dad used to say about choices, I made them when they were questionable. Don't wipe your ass before you shit and wonder where your pants stink. Why your pants stink later? Oh, you know what? Angelo, I'm taking a picture on the screen because I don't want to forget that. That is an incredible quote. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you to your dad. If you're hearing this, if you're seeing it, Angelo here from Ohio, listen to this. When I was growing up, my dad used to say about choices I made when they were questionable. Don't wipe your ass before you shit and wonder why your pants stink. Oh, I love it. Hey, Jerry Jams, what's up, my brother? Looking forward to seeing my brother Jerry Jams this Saturday at Tavern on the Point, 8 o'clock. Jerry Jams, yours truly, and Mike Restivo. I don't believe it. It's 49 degrees here in Franklin Park. I buy half a gallon for $1.65. Well, you know what? It depends on, first of all, what kind of milk, the brand of the milk. So it's expensive over here too, folks. Nice keeping clean. There you go. All right, folks. Let's see. Best TV dads. The best TV dads, folks. Going back to television, going back to watching these great TV shows. The best TV dads. All right. I don't remember all their names, but I'm going to just throw it out there. My three sons, the father's name was Steve. Of course, that was played by Fred McMurray. Now, this is not a top. This is a top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's top 9, but it not necessarily mean. Top 10. Not necessarily the actually order they're in, but anyway, Steve from My Three Sons, Fred McMurray. Number 2, James. I think it was Amos. It was his last name, if I'm correct. But he was the father. He played James in the TV show Good Times. So he came in at number 2. Andy Griffith, of course, the Andy Griffith Show, using his real name, obviously, of course. Yeah. Okay, look at that. Fred, of course, Fred Sanford on Sanford and Son. Red Fox. Of course, he cared for Lamont, but he gave him a lot of shit, that's for sure. Michael Brady, of course, from the Brady Bunch. Robert Reed, best dad out there, making sure that the kids were taken care of. Michael Landon, of course, plays Charles from the Little House on the Prairie. He was a good father, of course. John, I forgot the name, who plays the father in the TV show The Waltons, but he was a good father as well. Jim, of course, from Robert Young from Fathers Knows Best. He was another great one. Yeah, that's a great one too. Tony Soprano, of course. James Gandolfini. Was he a good father to his kids? Yes, he was. He was a little crazy from everything else, but he loved his kids. And that was number 1. So top TV dads. Sanford kept Lamont. Yeah, he put him through a lot of shit. Yes, absolutely. He did. Hugh Belmont. Thank you, Albert. That was the guy from Fathers Know Best. I appreciate that. Very good. The Godfather. Oh, yeah, there you go. Michael was great to his kids. He loved his kids. Killed his brother, but loved his kids. Yeah, all great TV dads. The list goes on and on. But that's pretty funny, man. I'm sure. How many times do you think that happened in those awards when someone opens the envelope and the winner is, and you think there's be sitting down in the audience waiting to accept the award and walk up, and someone's in the bathroom or someone's on a phone. It's got to be. Oh, Leave It to Beaver. There you go. Thank you, Albert. Robert Young was My Father Knows Best. But thank you. Yeah, he was a good one too. Very cool. Let's see. Now listen to this. This is really weird. This is according to the Daily Post. Now you're not happy with your job. You got yourself a new job. You go to your boss for respect, and you give them the 2-week notice. I'm leaving you. I've got a new job. 2-week notice. That's the right, respectable thing to do. Now most companies will say okay and keep you on for those 2 weeks. According to this lady here, Olive Garden seems to be the worst place to work for. She gave her 2-week notice and they fired her, which means that either they were overstaffed or they were just pissed off that she's going somewhere else, or maybe she wasn't that great of a worker in the first place. But the respect is that you give the job, I'm leaving 2 weeks, a 2 weeks notice before you leave. You keep the respect with the company that you're working for now, so it doesn't come back to hit you in the ass later. But this actually happened there, and this is according to her on the Daily Post about the Olive Garden. I don't know if that's happened to people. Does that happen to you guys ever? You put your 2-week notice somewhere, and they say, well, what do you mean? You're fired now. Screw you. What do you mean you're leaving the company? I've heard that happen before, because I don't even know if they really have to keep you on for 2 weeks. Technically, they could get rid of you. But I think most jobs out there keep you there. Taco Tuesday, David. You're right, buddy. Robert Provenzano, hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well. He was at the meeting. I hope the meeting was good. So that's it. You hear that story about, I gave my 2-week notice and they still fired me. So I don't know. This is what she said about Olive Garden. So what does that tell you? I don't know. New York Post. This is interesting, folks. Hunter Biden's friend was arrested for embezzling some fraud scheme for $60 million. Devin Archer is Hunter Biden's friend, was arrested. And all they gave him, folks, are you ready for this? He embezzled all that money, $60 million in fraud. That's suspicious. They gave him 1 year and 1 day in prison. Hunter Biden's friend. take a plea and rat out Hunter. So he gets a year, still a long time in prison, but still gets a year, 1 day. Now imagine if we embezzled $60 million, some fraud, if I was doing charities and asking for money and keeping it for myself. You think I only get 1 year and a slap on the wrist? Don't think so. You know what that's called? That's suspicious. Look at the last name. Case closed. Really, 1 year and 1 day after embezzling $660 million, folks. Oh, this crazy world we live in. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. Yeah, I don't know. It just, and then some of the stuff that keeps coming in and stuff that I find, some of the stories you guys said, this stuff you just can't make this shit up, man. This guy, a Mississippi man, gets a life sentence. No shit. He gets a life sentence for murdering 3 generations of his family. Graydon Denton, at the age of 30 years old. In December of 2021, he killed his sister, Heather. She was 32 years old. Her son was 3 months old, killed him. Killed her grandparents. The grandfather was 82. The grandmother was 81. And the dog, Jack. So he shot the dog, the grandfather, the grandmother, the sister, and her baby, who was 3 months old. Shot them all in the head in Mississippi, according to Life magazine. Of course they got a lifetime. Lifetime? Shoot the bastard. What lifetime prison? This guy's going to sit there and our taxes are going to pay his meals and his stuff. He just killed 3 generations of his family, ladies and gentlemen. He kills his sister, 32 years old. Her son was 3 months old. This bastard shot the kid in the head. Kills his grandparents. Then he shoots the dog. Oh my God. I don't know. Then here's some news. According to CNN, people looking for jobs. Target, the shopping place where you go to Target. Now, some jobs are starting off at $24 an hour. They raised the rate to $24 an hour. Now, that's not every job at Target, but some of the jobs at Target, if you are looking for work, they are paying $24 an hour. Wow. $60 million for a year. I'll do that every day, Jerry Jams. I would do that every day. I wouldn't embezzle, but you know what I'm trying to say. Giving company 2 weeks notice is courtesy, but the employee does not have to keep it. You're right, Greg. And that's what I said. They don't have to do it. You're absolutely right. Jerry, Dick Van Patten, you're right, from 8 to Enough. He was a great dad. George Jetson, Fred Flintstone. He loved Pebbles. It's like, right? But anyway, yeah. So you don't have to they don't have to keep you on if you give the 2 weeks notice, but you know, it's nice that they do. Oh man. I don't know. This is crazy. You know what? And speaking of old shows, because they're still on reruns and they're still very successful. Obviously, a lot of people, we just look at from you guys naming all these people. You obviously watch these old shows and TV shows myself. But back in when Beverly Hillbillies, for instance, he was a good pa, right? But anyway, back when they were on, the average person that watched the Beverly Hillbillies, they had, for the first 2 seasons of the Beverly Hillbillies, when they first came on, it was 57 million viewers. 57 million viewers watched the Beverly Hillbillies the first 2 seasons. Do you guys know that's almost 30% of the world was watching the Beverly Hillbillies the first 2 seasons when they came on television in the 60s, early 60s. Think about that. 30% of the world was watching the Beverly Hillbillies. And why not? It made you laugh. It was fun. Jethro always getting in trouble. Ellie Mae, Mrs. Drives. Mr. Mooney was my favorite in that show. Always trying to scam, Yeah, pandemic, like we said, pandemic, war, what's next? Aliens. Bring on the aliens. You know what? We probably get along with them better. What's going on? Crazy world right now. One of my favorite baseball players of all time, Derek Jeter, of course, was a former world champion, of course, with the New York Yankees for many years, and of course became the GM for the Seattle Marlins, right? I think it's Marlins, yeah. But anyway, he stepped down from that job. He said he didn't like the direction that baseball was going, and what the greed that they're doing. Now look, 5 o'clock today was supposed to be the deadline for baseball, and there was going to be no baseball. Now they extended it. No shit. Nobody, those players and those owners don't want. They don't want to. They want to make sure there's baseball, but they're both greedy on both sides. That was the cutoff date was supposed to be today, but they're keeping it just for extending it a little bit more to try to greed and get more bullshit money. All the parents and the moms and dads that take their kids to these games and spend all this money, $10, $12 on a beer and then $18 on a hot dog. Only people getting rich are them, not us, folks. We're not getting rich. I hate people who confuse education with intelligence. You don't have to have a degree, ladies and gentlemen. You could have a degree, but you can still be an idiot. And I've talked about this many, many times on this show. School is very important. Street smarts is just important. I know a lot of people out there that are really smart with school, graduated very well, but you throw that out on the street, they will get eaten up like that. Then you have the people who are all street smarts and they go into a job world and they don't know what the hell is going on because they can't figure out what's going on. So if you could have a little bit of both. I've never had any schooling. I barely made it out of high school. So there's a lot of shit I don't know. If it wasn't for the History Channel and shit I read in books and stuff like that, I wouldn't know half the stuff either. So if you went to school and you got a degree and you're out there, you got the book smart, and you had some time on the streets as well, learning the streets, then you're very, you got it covered. You may have good parents that might teach you the street smarts and stuff, but I hate these guys. Oh boy, the education. All this education means they're intelligent. Yeah, they might be intelligent for what they were studying, but you still could be an idiot with a degree. What do I know, folks? What do I know? Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I don't know. More stuff we're trying to talk about. I don't know. We're just going to leave some stuff for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, folks, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Let's thank some more sponsors while we're here tonight, folks. Let's not forget Portillo's, everybody. Let's not forget Portillo's. Hot dogs, fundraisers, great food, folks. If you're looking for a fundraiser, nonprofit organization. Our son works for the Portillo's organization, so give them a call. They're in charge of marketing and giving fundraisers out. Folks, you can give Joe a call at 224-636-3646, or you can find them at jfank@portillos.com. And if you have this fundraiser at any of the Portillo's, anything they sell over $200, you get 20% of the proceeds. So you can't beat that. That's Portillo's. And let's not forget our good friend Dave Antonelli and April from Patriot Funding Incorporated, commercial money lending at its finest. And you know what? They give you a lot of options, folks. Unsecured credit lines, personal term loan, personal cash line of credit, business credit cards, personal credit cards, anything you need. You know what? Even if you're not ready for it now, or you're thinking about doing it, give Dave Antonelli a call. He's from Roselle, Illinois. You know him. If you don't know him, he's been one of my best friends. And he's a great guy and a great company. You can trust him. 630-675-4730. That's Patriot Funding Incorporated. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. I'm going to leave you guys with a couple things. Don't forget, get your tickets for Florida, folks. That's March 11th, the Venice Community Center in Venice, Florida. The Windy City Boys, me and Greg Rini. It's going to be a great time, great show. And if you can't make it down to Florida and you still want to go, well, there's an option for you, folks. Go to thewindycityboys.com and look at the live stream. Buy the live stream. You can see the show anywhere we are in the country, anywhere you are in the country, from your home, from your sofa, from your bed. That's March 11th, Friday, the Windy City Boys. And if you can't make that, bam, Arizona, the week after, 18th and 19th, folks, we're going to be in Mesa, Arizona at ChicagoWestFest.com. And don't forget, folks, it's true St. Jude's benefit, May 1st at the Arcata Theater in St. Charles, Oshows.com. And don't forget, folks, also Tony Ocean's 30th anniversary concert. Big band hosted by Ron Onesti and Nick Sahajas. A lot of great guests: Regina Karma, Kim Peterson, Denise Tomasello, good, clean fun, Mike and Tracy, and the list goes on and on. We got a lot more people joining us. I'm making some more calls today, and it's going to be fun. So please, that's going to be another week. Tickets will be on sale at oshows.com. Albert, not so much an idiot, but very ignorant. There you go. Good point, Albert. That's good too. Oh yeah, the Munsters. He was a good dad. He loved, and it was a great theme song. So that's a great one, Connie. Connie, thank you so much. All right, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Get your tacos. Yeah, tonight we're going down to River Cafe and just relaxing. We're gonna have a couple of cocktails. Me, and my buddy Dave, and Jerry Jams. So I hope you guys are going to have some fun today. Anyway, again, happy birthday to Joey Antonelli. We celebrated his birthday Sunday at the Cousins. We went there at 12 o'clock. Dave had a little party with some food and family and friends. But I think his birthday is actually today. So happy birthday, little Joey. Love you, brother. All right, guys. Thank you, April, our executive producer. Don't forget, tomorrow my guest will be Anthony Hunt, Tony Hunt, guitar player with the band called the Tree Shakers, but he's a historian about John F. Kennedy. And we're going to find out some stuff. We're going to ask him that question, see what he knows, see what people think. Thursday, of course, me and my lovely wife. And then Friday, James Paul Lynch will be our guest, the guitar player who plays George Harrison in the band, the American English tribute to the Beatles. Plays with Rick Lindy and Jenny James. Great guitar player in his own right. That's Friday. A lot of good stuff happening. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Don't forget, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Call us at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Thursday, Zazaz with Jeff Dubray in South Barrington. Friday, Chicago Private Steakhouse with Jeff Dubray. Saturday will be at Tavern on the Point in Edison Park, Jerry Jams and Mike Restivo. And Sunday, Club Arcata Speakeasy, St. Charles, 4 o'clock with Jeff Dubray. It's going to be a busy week, folks. In the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. Be kind. Go out and support live entertainment and local establishments. Peace in Ukraine. Love you all. Donnie Morrison, love you, brother. Miss you. Rhino, I know you're having a good time. You're still in Vegas. He's coming home on Friday. And Jerry Jams, thank you, brother. We'll see you tonight, everybody. God bless you. Oh, no, I'll see you guys tonight. Have a couple cocktails. Thank you very much, Jack Gale. Love you, brother. Hope you had a nice birthday. Have a good one, pal. Erica, bye-bye, honey. We got to go. It's that time. It's that time. It's that time. But, of course, today.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody.